Alright, so we are heading out to Goodyear. I'm going to be filming another video about the wonderful Goodyear area, and I'm going to be diving deep into a few of the homes out here because it is a phenomenal area, and I want to talk about a lot of the neighborhoods and kind of give you guys a glimpse of exactly what you can get out here in Goodyear, Arizona. So where should I live in Goodyear is one of the most asked questions that I get all the time. So one of the places we're going to be checking out first today is Canyon Trails in Goodyear, Arizona. This is going to be on the south side of the I-10. And if you aren't familiar with where the I-10 is, the I-10 is one of the main interstates that goes east to west in the state of Arizona. It's one of the biggest freeways here in Arizona. It goes through California, it goes through Texas. So here in Goodyear, you're literally right next to the freeway, which is really awesome. And Canyon Trails is one of the biggest master plan communities that this city has to offer. And it really lives up to its name because you have miles of trails going throughout this community. So one thing about Canyon Trails is it is very family friendly. There are a ton of parks like this out here, a lot of green spaces. There is a ton of parks, there are a ton of trails, and it's got some schools over here inside the neighborhoods as well. Great community. A lot of people love it out here. Now you guys are probably looking at the grass and saying, Kim, the grass is dead. No, the grass isn't dead. This is just summer grass here. They just didn't plant winter grass. And yes, I know that sounds weird for a lot of you guys moving from greener states, but here in Arizona, it's very hard to keep grass alive in the summer and in the winter. We have to reseed when it comes to winter. Right now, this is crabgrass that I'm standing in. It's not winter grass. Winter grass is a lot finer. It's a lot softer. So each year, people usually go on and reseed their grass for a new, just to keep their lawns looking fresh. Canyon Trails is so big, it actually spans out for a couple miles. And one of the coolest things about Canyon Trails is in each community or each neighborhood inside this community is very different. It's kind of similar to Estrella Mountain Ranch that we're going to talk about a little bit further in this video without as many amenities. One of the other communities up here in Goodyear is Hudson Commons. Hudson Commons is one of the newest built communities here in the Goodyear area, as well as Perdera. Now, both of these communities are built by Richmond American homes, and they're both being built today. So as you can see, some of the homes in this area have already been built. There's people already living in them, and then there's homes like this behind me that are still available for sale. Now, we're standing currently in Hudson Commons and season at Hudson Commons. The price points over here vary. You're looking around the mid 300,000s. And then Hudson Commons alone, you're looking at the low 400s. Now, these prices may continue to drop over the next couple months. I have a buyer who is under contract with them, has been under contract since about June of 2022, and they just lowered the price $66,000 on their new build home here in this community. Now, the homes here in this community are pretty much the same throughout the entire city of Goodyear. You're looking at homes from 1,300 square feet all the way up to 3,100 square feet. And obviously, the higher the square footage, the higher the price of that home. We were looking at this community this time last year, and you guys, the homes in this community were in that $500,000 price point. The low 500,000s, but it was still up there, $500,000. Can you believe that? Now you're looking at the new builds here, and you're looking at prices in that low 400s or that mid 300,000s, which is an insane deal. On top of that, Richmond American right now is giving a ton of incentives for you as a home buyer. They're paying down your interest rates and helping with your closing costs, and you don't even have to go with their lender right now. One of the best things about this community is you are so close to Fry's, you are so close to Safeway, you have a Walgreens and an urgent care literally right across the street. I don't know if you can see that over there, but you have crossings over there, and they have a Yogi's Grill, you have a Sombreros over there, you have a Culver's over there. On top of that, you have a QT, you have gas stations, you have the Safeway gas station, you have a nail salon, hair salon, so you have a vet over there, you have Dutch Bros, you have coffee shops, you have Crumble Cookies, you have Walmart over there as well, and then not too far away, you have Target. So literally in Goodyear, you're getting so much for your dollar. If you don't want to live all the way out in Buckeye, which is literally about 10 minutes away from here, 10 minutes west, you go down the I-10, then this is the spot where you want to be. It is phenomenal. You're getting so much for your money out here. So one of the biggest amenities that Goodyear has to offer is the Goodyear Ballpark. You have spring training out there. You also have a new Goodyear Rec Center. You have a new Goodyear Library and a brand new Goodyear City Hall. Like, I don't know any other city in Arizona that has this many new amenities. Like, they're brand spanking new as of 2022. So you also have the spring training out here. You have hot air balloon festivals out here in Goodyear. I know I talk about Goodyear quite often, but that's because I don't see any other city in Arizona besides the West Valley, which is Surprise, Peoria, Buckeye. But like, we're growing fast and it is insane. Like, if I was moving from out of state, I would live in Goodyear. I'm a little biased because I do live in Goodyear, but whatever. So one reason why people love this part of Goodyear as well is because you're right next to the Goodyear Rec Center. Again, I say it time and time again, but the growth out here is just crazy. All of that is going to be new builds. They're tearing up the farmland. Here is the Goodyear baseball park. The United Airlines program is right behind it. You have the Goodyear Airport. Over here we have Estrella Crossings, and we have Arthur Murray over here. Goodyear Arthur Murray, love those guys. We have the Taste of Italy out here. We have some automotive stores, and we're about to come up to the train track up here off of MC85. MC85 is one of the little freeways, not really a freeway, but in Arizona we kind of consider it a freeway because we don't really go the speed limit. But this is one of the main intersections going from Avondale to Goodyear to Buckeye. So this is the Estrella Mountain Ranch up here. So we are going to be going all the way up here into the mountain, and we're going to be going straight into the Estrella Mountain Ranch community. Right now we are on Estrella Parkway, and all of this land over here as well, you guys, they are going to be building. When you go off of Cotton Lane, and you can see the map here, they're building out all of these. It's crazy. It is just insane. If you guys are looking to move here to Goodyear, Arizona, you're not sure what neighborhood's the best for you, you're not really sure exactly what's lifestyle, you're not really sure what to expect, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'm here to help serve and support you at the highest possible level. And if you're looking to move here, comment below moving, M-O-V-I-N-G. That way I can comment back to you with my home buyer's guide, my relocation guide, so that you can get a little bit more information on what the home buying process is like here in the state of Arizona. All right, we are heading up to Estrella Mountain Ranch right now. This is one of the best communities out here in the Goodyear area because they have so many amenities. We're going over the bridge right now. This bridge is the Gila River. So when it is flooding out here, when it is raining, you guys will see water down here. It's very rare, but I think there's a little bit because we did get a little bit of rain in December. Yep, there's a little bit down there. Now that house over there, that is called King's Ranch. That is a huge multi-million-dollar property. Has been here for quite some time. This person just pulled out in front of me. Thank you, buddy. That's one problem with Cotton Lane is there's only one way in to Estrella via Cotton Lane. So over here to the left on the west side of Estrella, you have the Estrella Golf Course up here. It is one of the best golf courses here in Goodyear. Now we're just gonna go straight up. We're gonna pass King's Ranch. Over here, we have the blue sign, King's Ranch, right here. I think that home actually sold for like 1.2 million back in, I believe 2020, but it was on the market for almost like, I think over a year. This community is stunning. You have mountain views. Up here we have the light ordinance where we can't have too much light pollution because we want to be able to see the night sky. So we are very, very strict about that out here as well. Over here we are going to be passing the Lucero community. Over here in Lucero, they have a bunch of new homes here in the Estrella Mountain Ranch community, and we are going to be passing the Star Tower. The Star Tower out here is absolutely stunning, you guys. You guys have to come check it out if you haven't been here already. It just kind of gives you a tour of what the community has to offer, and it tells you a little bit more about the night sky. It's like lights up with stars. We have Cafe Babetta over here. We have the bike shop where you can rent bikes up here. Over here to the left on the west side of Estrella, we have multi-million-dollar properties. If you guys want land, if you guys want to be able to have acreage, if you want to have beautiful scenery and mountain views, this is where you want to be in the Estrella Mountain Ranch community. There are a few lots for sale still. Not many, but you guys can tell that they are still building very, very little, but there are still a few up here. So if you're looking for land here in Estrella, let me know. I got you. I love this community. I live here. I know it in and out, and that's why I may be a little biased. Going into Estrella, you do have this little bitty roundabout. It's the only roundabout that Estrella has. And people are a little cray-cray when they're driving through here. All right, now we are officially in the community. In Estrella, you have Chase Bank, you have McDonald's, Taco Bell, you have the Banner Urgent Care, Banner Health Center up here. You have an animal hospital, which I take my little Razor Ray to. We have Walgreens up here as well. It is one of the best master plan communities in the West Valley, and that is it is crazy. Over here we are going up to the lake. We're passing Elliott and Estrella Parkway. We have the lake up here. We have Lakeside Grill at Star Point. We have the water park right over here to our right. We also have North Lake. You guys, this is the biggest lake that Estrella has, and there's also another lake called South Lake. We're going to pull in and I'm going to show you guys around. This little building right here was the old yacht club, and I think they're going to be turning it into a restaurant at some point. Okay, we are here in the Estrella Mountain Ranch community, and this is why I wanted to save this one for the last one on the video. We are here at the Yacht Club. We are here in the Big Dirt Lot. You guys, we have farmers markets up here every third Saturday of the month. So this whole lot is taken up by just small businesses, family-owned businesses, selling their products. It is incredible. And then farmers up here as well with organic foods. It is amazing. Over here, if you guys see this flagpole right here, when there are flags flying up, if you are a member of this community and you live here, you can come in, you can rent a sailboat, you can take sailboat lessons, you can come in and kayak and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I haven't done it just yet, but it is one of the best experiences that I've been told from a lot of my home buyers that have moved up here. You also have a little bit of a dock out here. You guys can go down, you can check it out, you can have date night, you can have a picnic, all kinds of stuff. There's little fish in the pond, we have ducks out here. Now the thing about this community is you get all of these amenities. You get 55 plus hiking trails, you get 2 residence clubs, you get 2 gyms, you have a water park out here, you get 2 community pools, you get daycare centers in the gyms as well. You have all kinds of stuff. On top of that, you guys, the HOA fees aren't that high. It's $489 quarterly. $489 quarterly. So that's insane. It's one of the best communities, like I said, in the West Valley. Now, if you're living in another place like Rosewood Golf Villas, you're looking at a higher HOA because it is a gated community on the golf course. If you're living in Cantamia, you're looking at a little bit higher HOA as well, because in Cantamia, in the 55 plus community, if you guys look up here at this video, you can get a little bit more information, but that community also has on a lot more amenities than just the Estrella Mountain community. But you don't only get the Cantamia communities there, you get the Estrella Mountain Ranch and the Cantamia amenities as well. One of the biggest things that people keep telling me when they talk about Estrella is they want a home on the lake. Homes on the lake out here in Estrella do not come up often, and when they do, they are priced pretty high. Now, the reason being is because they're very few and far to come. So another thing about the homes around the lake, you guys, is they are older. They're some of the first homes built here in the Estrella Mountain Ranch community, and you're not going to get a new home that was built in the 2000s around the lake, at least not yet. There's nothing being built yet. There's talks about it, but there's very little room to build around the lake. There's only one space, and it's right over here, right across North Lake, right behind this little ramada over here. It's on the other side, and yeah, it's very little space. You can maybe fit 30 homes over there, and then you won't be able to have any more room around the lake. So that's something to keep in mind. The home prices here in Estrella right now, you're looking at anywhere between $400,000 to around that $750,000. So it's a huge jump. Estrella is one of those communities that has multiple types of living. You can get a nice 3-bed, 2-bath home around 1,400 square feet for $430,000. Now, if you're looking at that lower price point, you are probably going to be looking looking at a home that needs a little bit of elbow grease, it needs a little bit of work put into it, and you may need to renovate it to bring it up to date. Now, if you're looking for a home that does not need renovations, that is up to date, that is ready to move in, that is a newer home, you're probably going to be looking at closer to that $500,000 price point. Now, if you're wanting something bigger, like you want land, you want acreage, you want a huge yard with mountain views, you guys are most likely going to be looking at that price point closer to $1.1 million. You're probably going to be looking at that price point closer to $900,000 all the way up to $1.2 million. So keep that in mind, you guys, that the price points vary out here in Estrella, but you do get a lot of bang for your buck with all of the amenities, how close everything is, and so on. The only con I see about Estrella is how far we actually are from the I-10 freeway. Estrella Mountain Ranch is anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes from the I-10 freeway. Now, that is something that does bother a lot of people, but depending on the day, depending on the time of day, it is going to take you anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to get to the freeway to get to where you need to go. So just keep that in mind. If you guys want to work in downtown Phoenix and come home and have a very quiet style of living, Estrella Mountain may be the place for you because it is very quiet out here. We do have a great community out here. There's just not much not to love about this area. If you guys are looking to move here, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'm here to help serve and support you at the highest possible level. I am an Arizona realtor here in the state of Arizona, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button below, click that little notification bell so you can get a notification every single time I upload a new video.